Ian, another dramatic 90 minutes here at Starks Park, and it's one that maintains what's really been a Derby Day dominance for Raith Rovers.
Yeah, it was a fantastic result for us, that's for sure. Derbies are notoriously difficult no matter where they are and what time of the season they're in. So to come away with 3 points, really pleased. A really hard working performance today, a derby performance if you like. We showed real character, desire, hunger, commitment, all the attributes and fundamentals you need to be a football team and a football player, and we have moments of quality in the game that wins us a game. So yeah, no complaints today. We enjoy it. We've done really well in derbies this season, and they're not easy. You know, this league is so hard. So when you come up against your local rivals, it's even harder.
With the kind of press and pace with which Dunfermline progressed throughout the game, it strikes me that it was a win kind of built on defensive stability.
Yeah, it was. It was probably built on structure and hunger of the players. The players deserve all the credit, that's for sure, because you can only prepare them as best you can and try and make the right calls and positions like you can. And picking a team is very difficult. You just have to look at training throughout the week, have a feel for who you think's maybe just at that peak level to go into the game. And Dylan Easton is a prime example. He's had a tough time in the last 7 to 8 weeks, but I just felt his training in the last 2 weeks has been really high. We're getting him back to where he was before Christmas, and he scores a goal today. That's what Dylan does. But there was performances all over the park, and there's disappointed players in the changing room who've not been involved in the game today, and I completely understand that. Hopefully from their side they can understand the conundrum I have and the staff have in making judgment calls. And it's not, I've said it for a long time, it's not as if we don't rate them. We really rate them, we really do, because I think I'm in a very fortunate position to look around a changing room and see so many good players.
I'm going to run a couple of kind of key moments past you and gather your thoughts for the supporters tuning in. You mentioned Dylan there. It's a cute finish. He kind of scoops it out from underneath. Not the traditional running at pace, taking people, using trickery. Clever. Yeah,
smart play overall. Free kick in the corner, quick one from Vonnie to Aiden. Aiden picks out Dylan Easton at the edge of the box. I think someone was behind them, I'm not sure who. So there's two players waiting. It's something we've been trying to talk to them about. If you see something off the cuff, go and do it. We're doing it at the right times now. We're picking the right moments. It's a really good goal. The first goal as well comes from a free kick. Obviously the goalie saves it, and Sam, it's a great finish from Sam. People can underestimate it because there's no pace in the ball. He has to loop it in the net. So to get the goal at that time was great, because I was kind of looking at the game in the first half, and I thought Dunfermline played very well in the first half. If we can get in level, reorganise ourselves a little bit and make a few adjustments, and we can go and win the game. So to get in 1-0 was a huge thing for us, a huge positive for us, and it gives us something to hang on for at the very least. And there was times in that second half we had to pack our box and make sure we defended our goalkeeper and our goal, and to a man every single player done that. So I can't ask for too much more. You go into the last derby of the season potentially with that little, I wouldn't say pressure, but if you don't get beat, it's an unbeaten season in the derby, which doesn't happen very often. Boys have produced again. I can't speak highly enough of them.
First goal comes from almost a routine source on Derby Day. You've previously described Sam as kind of low maintenance, high quality. He just delivers, doesn't he?
He does. It's exactly what I've said to the mainstream press there about the low maintenance. He's a player who thrives off, it seems to be, big occasions. He's got so much quality. I can't tell people how good he is. For me, pound for pound in this division, he's the best player in his position, that's for sure. And the added fact that he can play in a couple of positions is just extra bonus for me as a manager and us as staff. He deserves a lot of plaudits for his performance today, even at 2-0, chasing players down, hunting players down, and showing real fitness, desire to win the game. It gives everybody a lift with 3 or 4 minutes to go, because the game can change very quickly. He's a very smart player, and his quality is just ridiculous, and I've openly said it before. I knew Sam's a young player at Hibs, and then obviously he goes away and does his thing, and I go and do my thing, and then you come back 7, 8, 9 years later, and I couldn't believe the improvement in Sam. He I wouldn't say gobsmacked me in terms of his quality, but until you work with somebody, you don't realise he's in this division. He's very far ahead of some players.
I'm in a car park before the game, and I was shouting across the start 101, and at first I thought maybe he was thinking that was how many times I've tried to get him in that seat and failed routinely, but 101st appearance for him. We really should enjoy him while we've got him, shouldn't we?
Yeah, we should. We have to. It's a huge thing. Enjoy what you've got when you've got it. I think Sam committing himself here for another 2 years maybe raised a few eyebrows. And I'm not talking about school, but it was Sam that came to us and said, "Can I sign again?" And for a manager again, that's what you want to hear when one of your best players is coming to you. He sets down a marker to other players in the changing room that, one, it's a good place to be, and secondly, players should want to be here, and he epitomises that when he signed his new contract. We still think we can improve him as well. He's still got loads of miles to go. We'll help him, we'll keep improving him and get him to even higher level, but for me, Sam can play in the top league.
You complimented their opposition in terms of what they brought today, and it's probably going to be reflected in another key moment that I would bring up, and it was a save from O2, strikes a ball, he puts everything through it, and it's a save as good as any I've seen across my years here since a boy, watching Raith Rovers. Did you have a good line of sight in it? You had a chance to see it back?
Yeah, great save. Kevin's another player, a young goalkeeper that we've brought in. Again, credit goes to the recruitment side of that as well, and having the guts to take a gamble on a young goalie, because it's very easy to go down the route of experience in that position. Kevin's going to make mistakes. We get that. Every goalie's going to make mistakes. When they make mistakes, it's a goal 9 times out of 10. I've got full belief in Kevin. I think he's going to be a top goalkeeper. There's areas of his game that we need to improve on, but that's why he's here. We kind of signed Kevin with that in mind. We know there's going to be moments and mistakes, so I don't jump on the bandwagon of criticising young players or especially young goalkeepers because they're learning all the time. I think it's how they bounce back is actually more important than what they do previous to that, and Kevin's bounced back once again. He's had a couple of mistakes this season, but show me a goalie in the world that hasn't this season, and have any bounced back as well as Kevin? I'm not too sure. So delighted for him with his save. Outstanding. He saves things that he shouldn't get to. And that's a huge quality. We'll help, again, like Sam and the other players, we'll help him brush up on other basic aspects of his game, and again, he's got the potential to go to the very top.
I think we've sat opposite each other, chatting on camera in excess of 100 times easily, towards 150. But I remember one of the things you said in an early interview, which was one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to look to break patterns, and then we're going to look to set records. So I just wanted to read this bit from our club statistician. We have never beaten Dunfermline 5 times in a row in the SFA SPFL competitive games across the history of our club from 1883.
Yes, I didn't know that before the game, or didn't know that until after the game. Somebody else said that to me, and it's probably something I didn't want to know before the game, because that just adds a little bit more pressure. But look, immensely proud to be able to sit here and be the manager to say that we've done it. Immensely proud of the players as well, but also, probably foremost, immensely proud of the football club, because we've made massive strides this season, and I keep stressing to people, we're going to lose games, we're going to have moments where it's really bad, it's going to make everybody feel rubbish, but we have to stick together and we have to appreciate what we're trying to do. Nothing good is built quickly, nothing good is built easily. We're way ahead of where we probably thought we would be. We just have to keep focused, keep relaxed, stay calm, and remember, there's a lot of teams in this division would bite our hand off to be in our position.
I was looking at the South Stand from a commentary position today, and I've got a real sense that of when the nerves shifted to noise. And I wondered about your reflection on your first few games here as manager, and you look up and you see it, it's got potential, it's a third full, it's a half full, and today it's absolutely bustling. What does that say to you in terms of the town, the appetite, the desire?
Yeah, again, you're always proud to, I've said before, Dave, I'm privileged to be the manager of Raith Rovers. It's as simple as that. I felt privileged to be the manager of Airdrie, and I felt privileged to be the manager of Dumbarton. You're trying to make a place better. All you can do, or my mantra is, you go in, you're going to leave at one point. Someday it's going to happen, good or bad. That's football. You try and leave the place in a better position than you entered the building, and I think we're doing that. Now, it's not just me, I don't do it myself, far from it. I've got a lot of help. I'm the first to acknowledge that. You need help, you can't do everything on your own. it's been a breath of fresh air this season. My working environment is second to none in the league. The squad, in my opinion, is second to none in the league. The football club's been run properly by excellent people who know what they're doing and who also have a bit of human side to them as well. They know as well as I know that there's going to be bumps along the road and there's going to be issues, problems day to day. We can only go out in the park and try and win games. We're doing that. I think when you win a derby game in particular, and you go outside or you walk from the main entrance to here, for example, the happiness you bring to other people, young kids, old people, it's still the same. The amount of people that shoot my hand on the way here, but a genuine happiness and excitement. It's brilliant. As I say, that's why I feel privileged to be here. And days like today are enjoyable, but we know just round the corner something poor could happen to us, but we handle it.
Slightly concerned with a little smile that you throw my way when you say old people, but I'll go with the next question anyway. Josh Mullen, any word on him? He looked in a bit of discomfort.
Yeah, he took a bang in the first half to his ribs. We thought he'd be okay, to be honest, at half time, but I think he got another bang in the second half. Nothing major at all. It was kind of the same with Shawnee Byrne. We kind of kept under wraps. Shawnee's only trained once this week. Took a bang on Monday, I think it was, at training. And got himself back in just in time to be in the bench, so that was the reason that Sean never made the starting lineup today. We'll probably freshen it up for Tuesday night because we've got players chapping at the bit. We've got hungry young guys in there. We've got good quality in there, and there is disappointed players in the changing room because they want to be involved on days like today. But they've shown remarkable maturity in the last 4, 5, 6 weeks. They understand it's a squad game, not just a team game, and they'll be ready. I've got no qualms in putting these boys in. Picking a team is very, very difficult for me at the moment, that's for sure. And I have to go on what I just think's right on the day, what I feel is right in the moment of the game. So far, it's been all right. We changed it massively for Arbroath because we needed legs in the team, and we didn't lose a game at Arbroath because of team selection. We lost the game because we made a few mistakes. So all the boys are ready, they're all fit, they're all hungry, they firmly believe in themselves now. I can feel that within the group. I believe in them 100%. It's never wavered, it won't waver because I see it every day in training.
One final question with Maryhill coming up quickly. What's the prep like?
Yeah, boys are obviously in tomorrow, so they can't enjoy tonight too much. The staff can if they feel like it, but we get them recovered. It's as simple as that. We keep them all together, I think, as well. We're a real united group at the moment, and we know if we go to Firhill, which is another really tough game, don't get any easier, that's for sure. Thistle are a really good side. It's a tough pitch to play on. They're in third position for a reason, but we know the incentives are there for us. The first incentive for me is we can create a 17-point gap to third position, which is a fantastic achievement. Nothing's done and dusted, but it makes life very difficult for the teams behind us, and we can close the gap to 1. And I've said it, there's going to be twists and turns to go. We believe in ourselves. We're not going to go away. I think at this stage of the season we have to recognise that we're here for the duration. We will win as many games as we possibly can, and we'll see where we are come start in May.
Finish where we start. We thank you for the joy that Derby Day victory brings to our supporters, but we'll catch you down the road on Tuesday night.
Thank you.